Hello everyone, this is Cindy and I'm working again on unfinished projects. I'll show you a little bit of what I did, finished up yesterday. I had that big roll of strips of paper I was decorating somehow. So I finished it up last night and I'll just show you some of them. I won't go through and show you all of them. Basically I was trying to use up these little scraps of this lace and some fabric. I went and grabbed another bag of fabric so I had a little bit to work with. It's kind of hard to tell that that's fabric there. Another thing I had that was in my unfinished work was a snippet row I had tried to make with the scraps of fabric. And all right, that's plenty of those, I think. Some of them I left fairly plain. It's just got a strip of fabric, and then some I put the little lace on. So I did all of those. So here's the bag of them. Plus, the other thing I was saying, I had a snippet roll, and it was just the world's ugliest bunch of fabric sewn to a strip of fabric. It was horrible. So I tried adding some lace bits to them and cutting it up and then adding some lace bits. So you'll see some of that right here. So I was going to film that, and I thought, oh my gosh, why make them look at the ugly snippet roll? So maybe as a decoration, I don't know, maybe they can be cut up a little bit smaller. I don't know, they're not, they were ugly. But anyway, those are done, so maybe I can use them, and they're all in this bag, the fabric ones and the paper ones. Now on to this project. I started this and was going to film this months ago, and here I am finally getting to do it, and who knows what my brain is like now. Whatever I was doing then, who knows, I don't know if I can remember or not. I do know that I had a stack of books, just like most people do in the junk journal world, and I thought, I want to eliminate as much of that as possible. If I just want it for the cover, then let's just rip out the pages and store the covers. And, you know, I do have a stack of book pages that, you know, you make pockets out of, and I just use it for, you know, everybody has different uses for book pages. But then sometimes you can use the book pages for other than just making pockets and things. So like you'll take pictures out of it and use it, or you'll find some other use for it. So I don't know, I'm just kind of rambling here, but basically what I did, at night I would take a stack of books, you know, in with the TV with me, and I would just gut that book. And then once I had the pages out of the cover, I would just go through it page at a time and say, all right, is there anything about this page that I want to keep, I guess, other than just a stack of book pages? So I did that sort of thing. I got pictures. Sometimes I just cut out like a little bit of or something off of a little design element and just put it in my bit box, just different things. So here is an example, and this is one of the last books I had done that way, and that's not with this book. So let me go through what I've got in here. Maybe it kind of helped refresh my idea and kind of explain it better. So like here's this page, some pretty neat little picture or painting there. So this book was on American history, and I want to someday do a journal on, you know, American icons, I guess, you know, like Statue of Liberty, that sort of thing. Also, I want to do one on Jamestown, which, you know, was other than Roanoke colony, it was the first colony in the United States. And the reason I want to do that is because my 9 times great-grandfather came on the 3rd Relief Ship group to Jamestown. So my family has been here since 1609. And it's pretty cool. So I thought, you know, just a family heritage Jamestown thing. So I go through and I look and see, is there anything that might work for those journals? And then if not, if there is, then I cut it out or do whatever with it. And then if not, I think, well, can I fold this into a neat pocket, or would it make a pretty page or whatever? So let's just see what I've done. Like this one, I decided, I guess, to make one of those zine type things out of it where you fold the page. Excuse me. Fold the page in half, then you fold it in half again, and then half again and half again, and you end up with like a little booklet with pages. So it's got 3 pages, I guess, and depending on how you cut them. So I think I probably was just goofing around and just trying out different things, different fold techniques. So That was definitely one thing I guess I decided I could do with this one, was just make it into a little magazine thing. Since this page is folded in half, I'm assuming I liked it for a page. Now, if I was doing the American Journal, definitely Declaration of Independence would be something I would include, and as a page, so that's what I'm thinking. These pictures are cut out, so, you know, for that same journal, pockets and tags and things. Here's the page. Looks like I've made it into an envelope. So just folded it, and I attempted to round the corners. Boy, that's terrible. Okay, what are these? Some more of those zine-like things? Yep. So can definitely be covered with paper and pictures and things, and got the blue background. So I guess I had a bunch of those already made. So I wasn't going to let the book page go to waste. I was going to do something with it. If I couldn't use it in a signature or use a picture off of it, boy, it's an old rubber band. I was going to do something with it. And like, here's the Statue of Liberty. It looks like I've already got it on some chipboard or something. Same way with that. Making a little journaling cards out of them. Yep. So these would all just go into a file. First glimpse of the New World. So that's definitely for Jamestown. The flags. And see what I would do with this. I could cut those out, and then it could be like a little bit in my bit box. And I make those borders with different little bits, so that's included in it. So there's some more little bits I can include. So you kind of get the idea of what I was doing. Here's another envelope. I mean, they're huge envelopes that would have to be cut down probably for a journal, but it would work in a glue book or smash book. So sometimes I just don't know what to do with a page, so I just might leave it for later. So, okay, so the unfinished project part of this is, number one, doing something with these, putting them away so that they'll be ready when I need to use them instead of just piled in here. And what we're going to work on today is we're just going to take some pages and see what happens, what we can do. So, just going to rip it out. Picture's okay. Don't necessarily care about the guns. So it either could be a pocket, maybe. No, that wouldn't be too bad as a pocket. Kind of dark though. It could be one of those zines. Let's try making one of those. Fold it in half. I think there's several different ways to make these, but this is just what I do. Half. And then, let's see, depending on which way you go, I guess fold it in half again. So I went back to the half like that, and just fold it. Half again. Then we've got the 8 different sections, and put it back in half again, and then take your scissors and you're going to cut along the fold line for one set of sections. So the middle has got a slit in it, and then you can just fold it and have your zine. You're just going to have to rework your folds a little bit. Yeah, it's got 4 pages. So anyway, now it can be, like I said, covered with paper so that you can write on it. You can glue things down. You can cut it so it's even more pages. So anyway, yeah, that we did something with that page. So I've got something to put in my box where I have tags and journaling cards. Some finished, some not finished. So like this one would definitely be unfinished, but I'll go ahead and put it in there anyway. All right, next page. I kind of like that Remington, what would you call it, statue? Not sure what they call them. But anyway, so I might keep that. I don't think I'm ever going to do a cowboy though, so I don't know. I don't really think so. So I'm just going to set it aside. I'm not going to make another zine out of it because we just did that. I know I was watching Roxy Creations last night and she was making wallets, but this one's way too big. What I need to do is learn some more paper making and pocket making projects with book pages that are this large, because this is a really large one. Just fold it in half, come down. It's a huge page. Glue it here, here. I'm a huge pocket. But it's an idea. Okay, on this page, I like any of the pictures. I like any of the elements. I like the hat. So see, I would cut out the hat and keep the hat. One of these days, I'm going to do a gentleman's journal, and that would work with that now. Is there anything else I like? Not really. So, you know, what do you do with all these book pages? I cut that one up, so it's going in the trash now. Okay, we got the buffalo here. I like the map. I always like the map. So I'm going to make an envelope like this. Maybe I got it straight. What do you guys do with book pages? What do you do with books like this that you bought thinking, oh, I want to use that to make my America book, United States book? And then you're like, okay, maybe not so much. So, I mean, yes, definitely can use it as a glue book to glue on top of. Of course, I would stitch down this and have this really big envelope, and it can be clipped into a journal. It can be glued in there, you know, just opened up like that. So, and yes, it's big, but it still might fit. So tell me what you guys do with your book pages. I know that it's hard to throw them away, but sometimes you just got to. I like having the ones this big though, so I don't know it's necessarily smart to go through and get rid of every page. I like this old map. The ships. So I'll cut out the map. So I mean, this is not an exciting unfinished project, but this book laying here in this tub definitely is something that I wanted to address a long time ago. I hadn't done it. So I might have to bone up on some more channels telling what they do with their pages. See, I like the ships. I'm gonna toss the old man. And there's the Liberty Bell. And you know, I don't feel too bad about just using that part of the book page because I do have so many pages. Folklore. Let's see. I'll make a zine out of this. See, since it's got the folklore legends, see what it turns out looking like. Heroes of Folklore. You kind of see, read about them a little bit. Yeah, that's kind of neat. Neat little zine, sort of, that you didn't have to do any work for. Oh, more ships. I mean, like when I'm doing Jamestown, I don't care that that's maybe not a ship they would have had during that time. Because, you know, it's not about being historically accurate. It's just honoring the history of Jamestown and my family. So this is pretty cool that shows the different sails. I like this whole page. It might make a really good page in a journal. So I think I'll just go ahead and fold it in half. That tells me that's probably what I'm going to use it for. Add to the stack. Okay. Nothing I really like here, so I'm just gonna save it for later. See, like I told you, sometimes I can't figure out what to do with the pages. Whaling, figurehead, that's kind of cool, but maybe. Keep going. This reminds me, I have a book somewhere about a lady who was on a, I think it was a whaling ship. She wrote a journal about it. So maybe some of this whaling stuff would work with that, because I thought that would be a cool book to do a journal on, and I don't even know where that book's at. So I will have to see what I can find. Another ship. Got lots of ship ones. I mean, ugh. There's another Liberty Bell. That's just the, what do you call it? I guess each chapter's got a Liberty Bell. Roads Before the Revolution. Yeah, pretty rough, I guess. The thing is all cracked up. Anyway, I was going to time this so I can keep up with it, but I don't think I feel like I've done anything worthwhile. I'm just kind of going through here and seeing if there's anything. I see, like, I like the Prairie Schooner because I'm getting ready to do a Pioneer book, so I will put that with the Pioneers. Steamboats. Oh, there's trains. I'm getting ready to do a train book too someday. So I'll keep the train stuff. And I'm going to do a car one too. So we'll keep the car stuff. So that's basically what I do. I just go through here and see, all right, anything I want. I like the space because I did a space one in it. I don't know. I have a file in space, so maybe we'll put that in there. I've done, like I said, a journal. See, here's Paul Revere and all of his stuff and those marks. Oh, the rooster. Hello. Doing farm journals. Coming with me, buddy. That's kind of neat, too. And that, let's see if I, yeah, I'm going to have to sacrifice one of them. Yep, that one got sacrificed. Anyway. Farm journal pile. What does it say it was? It was a weather vane. Huh, yeah. Okay. So you can, ooh, the quilt. Oh yeah, and the sampler. Okay, now we're finally getting somewhere. I like that pottery too. Okay, definitely cutting out the quilt and these 2 samplers, 3 samplers. And going to, maybe this one's Colonial, 1760. That's still too new for Jamestown, but those would definitely work for my farm journal. So I've got more stuff to put in those things. They're going to be so full. So anyway, you get the idea of what I'm trying to do with book pages. I'm trying to go through them, see if there's anything I can use, and then what's left over, either use it to make pockets out of or to do my gluing and stamping and on top of. So yeah. This one's just full of stuff. American history. Oh, the staircase. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that, and I will see if I can find another unfinished project, and we'll go some more. So thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.